activist, poet, creative, scholar, rabble rouser. Right, I see you, Angelina. I see you. Flex them big brain muscles for real on them. It's Thursday. We're going to start the night like this. There are some qualities, some incorporate things, that have a double life, which thus is made a type of that twin entity which springs from matter and light, envised in solid and shade. There is a twofold silence, sea and shore, body and soul. One dwells in lonely places, newly with grass, overgrown, some solemn graces, some human memories and tearful lore. Render him terrorless, his name's no more. Silence. Edgar Allan Poe. Welcome, artists and family. You know what it is. Finally, Thursday night has come back. Pull up a Zoom box, grab a microphone, and get comfortable. It's about to go down. Oh, yeah. We here, y'all. Get excited. And welcome to the online open mic presented by the legendary New Eurekan Poets Cafe. I'm your host. My name is Elemen2al. Happy Thursday. This is the jump off, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. You know what we do. You know how we do. Welcome to episode 127. As we have been doing, as we normally do, every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, streaming live on YouTube. If you're watching, we appreciate you, and you would like to join us in the Zoom, the number's on your screen, 860-4964-4756. Jump in, join the greatest community in the world. Trust, we're going to show you why it's called that this evening. We do this and have been doing this week after week thanks to some dedicated folks who pay these bills. So we would like to thank the New York City Department of Cultural Affairs, Bloomberg Philanthropies, the Howard Gilman Foundation, and the New York State Council on the Arts for hosting these free online events. You can add your energy to the mix with a tax-deductible donation by going to neweurekan.org/donate. Every increment counts and is very helpful, is very much appreciated. Make sure you are plugging in with the dopest tech team in the Zoomverse. Matthew Model King in the building. Storm Lake is here. Jersey in the building. Make sure you plug in with him. He's also one half of the dopest tag team hosting experiences in Final Friday history. Make sure you plug in with Matthew Model King. Also, the one and only Brian Lee. Shout out my man Kid Kuza. Also, the one and only Ron Mark Thompson, a.k.a. RMT. You're not down with RMT by now, damn it. You should be. all the way up in the BX. That dude's all kinds of dope. This is where you can find me, Elemental.com. Take out the T, put the number 2, Elemental.com. So many things going on. Make sure you plug in, all right? Tonight's theme, Sculpted Silence, Shaping the Quiet. This is about when the world is chaotic, when the world is just all kinds of things, right? You hear anarchy right outside your window. What do you do? Where do you go to find that silence, to recenter yourself, to make sure that all of the things outside are outside and you could just focus on the things that mean the most to you? So if your artwork is not on theme this evening, that is still totally cool, because we are still looking forward to all of your incredible genius that you have to share with us this evening. All right? Next week's theme, which happens to be the last week of the month of May. Like, 2026 is moving forward, y'all, for real. Next week's theme, coming at you. Architects, building a better world. Personally, listen, I know I'm biased, right? Because I'm a poet, I'm a creative. But I believe with every verse that we write, with every stanza, with every tercet, with every couplet that we write, we are helping to build a better world. Because we are the ones that translate the madness that are coming from the higher ups, and we turn it into something that people can use, that you know, the 99% can actually appreciate. So we are the architects, right? They write the blueprints. We are the ones that make it make sense. So that's what we're going to be looking at next week. Bring all your creative genius. And again, so this is what we're going to be looking at in June, right? June, of course, is Juneteenth. So we are definitely going to be looking at that. But again, please understand, everyone, you have artistic license to do whatever it is that these themes do for your creative genius, right? Wherever inspiration takes you, right? The garden grows, echoes of ancestry, Juneteenth, and solar flare. We're going to be dealing with some interesting things. All right. So bring your genius so we can get down next month. All right. Let's get to the rules so we can get to the artistry this evening. Artists, turn your cameras on. We are trying to simulate a live open mic stage as much as possible. Plus, we love to see all of the beautiful expressions that go into your artistic delivery. Have your artwork ready. We do have a full list this evening. Plus, we are up against the time this evening, so make sure you are on point. Artists, you have 4 minutes to rock. You can see that there is a countdown timer in your screen right now. Artists, you have 4 minutes plus a 30-second grace period. Once you get down to that 4 minutes, you will hear this sound. When you hear that, you will have 30 seconds to wrap it up, all right? And then the mute is coming, all right? We are doing this to make sure that everyone gets the same amount of time, that we are respecting each other, the community, the venue, and everyone involved, all right? So keep it right, keep it tight, so we can get it going. We have reached the time of night where everyone should be very much aware of what we do, all right? There's some explicit lyricists in our community, folks, for real. But the founders of our cafe were major proponents on the freedom of speech, and we will make sure it maintains in the vein of everything we do. Therefore, my favorite part, baby, there is no censorship. Other than any hate speech or any ism that people may use to manipulate, which will not, I said not, be tolerated. Thou hath been warned. This is a living, breathing trigger warning. Poetry is real life. Trust and believe it. This is a true call and response space. After these artists get up here and they share a true essence of who they are and what they truly believe, you will see this pop up on your screen. This is when you get a chance to share all that energy, all of that exuberance with the audience. Don't worry about the noise, y'all. It's the rowdiest night of the week anyway. We're going to make sure it stays that way. So share all of that energy. It will be returned to you in the performances of your colleagues, of the community, and make sure you're giving it all you got, all right? Because we are broadcasting live around the world, all right? The guaranteed list tonight is closed, all right? And it sold out basically in 30 minutes last night. 15 tickets were sold in 6 minutes. So the guaranteed list tonight is closed, all right? Sign-ups begin 24 hours before the show, which would be Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. To sign up, you go to newyouweekend.org. Click on that full events calendar, and you click on the Thursday that you want to get down on. You need that artist RSVP ticket. It's the way you get on the guaranteed list. And again, they don't populate until 24 hours before the show. All right, folks, please make sure if you want to get on the guaranteed list, you need that artist, not the non-artist, not the view. All right, the view will get you in the room, but you can get in the room. You want to get down, you need the artist. All right, so make sure you are being specific and you know which ticket that you're grabbing. Tonight's list full of incredible artists that came to get down and rock with the greatest community in the world. So let's do it. There's all my rowdy friends here on Thursday night. What's good? Oh, I see some incredible people that came to rock. Oh my goodness. Like it's the greatest night of the week. I know I'm biased, of course, clearly. I see Long Beach in the background. That only means Bill Elkins is here. Sam Hardy is here. Lantern Carey is here. The Jedi Master is here. Joski C. What up, though? Great to see you, sir. Angelina's here. Ike Waltz. Lady K. Brian and Cecil. The priestess Oshunyo Yen is here. Welcome, Naomi. Appreciate you for being here. Poetastic is here. Jesse, what's good? The daughter of Krypton is here. Principe is here. Jorge, welcome. Matthew is here. Welcome. Yaseline is here. Welcome. Dre is here. Henry's here. Welcome. Oh, it's going down, y'all. Like, I don't know who knows who and what y'all know of each other, but prepare yourself. I hope you brought like maybe a helmet, maybe like a 5-point harness for your chair, because it's about to go down this evening. Like, for real, it's some heavyweight folks in this building. If you are a lover of poetry, of creativity, of words, you are in the right place. Thank you all for being here. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you are here rocking with the greatest community in the world. So I appreciate you. I am posting tonight's list into the chat, and we're going to get straight to it. Coming up first, as this cat just does, he is just like the leadoff hitter, not a leadoff hitter, but the leadoff hitter. He always finds a way of bringing a level of positivity, right? And I love the way he writes his work because he makes the rhymes work, right? And they always just happen to be right on time. I'm telling you, you're going to find out. The one and only Eddie Foreman in the building. Come on, Eddie, let these folks know where they can find you. It's always great to see you, sir. Come on, man. Set it off like only you can. Take it away.
Heck yeah, my bro, like no other words like thunder. And thank you for pushing on through. And never forget that we love you, Rockmont Thompson, and Mathematical King, too. But speaking of Rockmont Thompson, a quick shout out to our wonderful man behind the scenes, our wonderful Rockmont Thompson. He did a great feature last Sunday, even when he's not in the spotlight. He's always a VIP in every open mic in the daylight and nightlight. I can't thank you enough for being a poetically rhyming delight with a layer of creative insight. Woo! All right, my name is Ed Potential, feeling fantastic. Please, time to join my rhyme thoughtful sublime. I got one piece that will take too much time. This is called pre-cook procrastination. I don't want to move. Please don't disturb my groove. I'm seeking like a rock in sand. I don't want to move my hands. Sometimes it's good being lazy. My dog's looking at me crazy. This is my personal vacation, the surreal nature of rehabilitation. What am I talking about? Life wants to make us shout. The overloaded workloads making us explode tenfold. The complex daily commute, wearing those corporate suits. You know the same boring patterns, climbing up the work ladder. Please don't talk about lunch. We have to munch, trying to crunch. Don't get me started on overtime, soaking in the bitter, dirty grime. We have to repeat it over again. Where is our nirvana or zen? Why not be lazy just for once? Not to be silly, stupid, or dunce. Sometimes nothing has a touch. Sometimes nothing packs a punch. You can learn from your devices. You can charge and study your vices. Why not watch TV or read a book? Why not learn from a different outlook? I can't, but you can, do you understand? Life can be under your command. Toss your clock out the window. Why not hang out with your shadow? Thank you.
Yo, I don't know if true words were ever spoken. Toss your clock out the window, right? Unmute yourself. Give it up for Poetastic.
Thank
I want to
you.
toss my
Woo!
alarm clock out the window every day, but you want to start off. Awesome. Good job. Oh, great job.
Loved
Good
how
job.
you loved how you started out with the yawn. That was
That was great.
that was choice. Well, I love your message, Eddie. As always, practice laziness. In some cultures, they have a thing called la pereza, and it's a specifically culturally sanctioned behavior where you just stop everything and hang out. And that's how you kind of repair yourself. And this one of those last lines, why not hang out with your shadow?
Hang out with your shadow, right? Like I love that. Like when I was in the military, I heard stories about people who had a chance to go to Germany, and they would say at lunchtime, like everything shut down, all the businesses, and everyone shut down, and everyone would just be like having a drink to just like stop the whole day and just like get yourself like calm to prepare yourself for the rest of the day. Um, and when I heard that the first time, I was like, man, that would be a great practice all over the world. Like it would probably ease a lot of tension. So I really, really appreciate that, Eddie. You said, don't get me started on overtime. Listen, that's just a killer all the way around. Where's our Nirvana? I love that, right? Shout out Kurt Cobain. But you said, where's our Nirvana? And I really, really love that because most of the time it smells like Teen Spirit around here. Um, but if we could just find our Nirvana, we may all be better off. Thank you, Eddie, for doing what you do and continuing to share it with us and continuing to share to set us off in this space, man. You do it like no one else. Truly appreciate you. All right, Starship is underway, folks. Let's keep it going. Coming up next, this artist, I love when she comes through because she just has a way with words. She shows love, how much she loves the people that she's truly, truly cared about. But to me, she is the epitome of how a whisper turns into a roar that turns into a poet. The one and only Sam Hardy in the building. Come on, Sam. Let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you as always. Please take it away.
Hey everyone, it's great to be here. I put a link in the chat. My poem Strength is up for a prize. And so please, please, please go vote for me for first place. It only takes a few seconds. I don't care what you hit for second and third place, but hit the poem Strength for first place. And here's the poem, so you can judge for yourself. Strength. They tell me I'm strong as if it were a choice, as if collapsing would have ever been safe. Strength feels like learning how to breathe through a locked door, like carrying silence in your mouth until it hardens, like believing this is what good little girls were supposed to do and calling that strength. Strength isn't a gift, it's a scar that tightens without warning. It's a muscle grown from lifting yourself out of the dark again and again. Now I know the difference. Now that I'm older, I know the difference. Strength feels like showing up for something more than what's mandatory, like believing I deserve more than survival, like choosing to stay for myself. So don't call me strong like it's a compliment. Call me someone who learned the difference. And my second poem is a favorite. It's called Terms Not Accepted. I was not born to be small, not carved from hush, not designed to disappear. I will not acquiesce or negotiate who I am with you. I will not barter my skin, trade soft spokenness for your comfort. I will not reshape my words to fit your blueprint. I will not shrink, smooth, hush, or squeeze into the closet of your design. I will not silence myself, not for you, not for the world, not for the ghost in the mirror who once begged to be small. I will not unbecome to make you whole, apologize for taking up air, for burning too bright, for loving too loud. I will not dim my shine, soften my blaze, or make my survival a polite antidote. I am unapologetic, unbargained, beautifully broken, and untouched by your demands. Thank you.
You better come through with that beautifully broken. Like, damn it. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Sam Hardy.
Sam, I voted first, second, and third for you. If there was fourth, fifth, and sixth, seventh, eighth, and ninth, I would have voted up to 10. You got it. You got it.
Let's go.
Amazing.
Sam, that piece was so dope. And it reminds me how people want to identify vulnerable as being weak or lame, as opposed to vulnerable being strong and strong enough to say, no, you're not talking to the kid about that. Are you kidding me? No.
You're not talking to the kid about that, right? Nah, I know you're not.
Sam, what
Yeah,
I like
Sam, I
about
always like your poems that, rearrange the whole power dynamic. And that speaks to the power of the word, right? You speak this rebalancing into existence. And it's just, I always get inspired when I hear poets do that, because they know what they're doing, whether they thought about it or not, and or it's just instinctive. You know that the power of what those words can do, how they just liberate you, rearrange the whole dynamic, and you don't leave the situation in the subordinate position you entered in.
what I really like, labels. Labels are nothing but words, and sometimes we get trapped in those labels, thinking that we have to do and be what the label says. And what I like, Sam, with your piece, you took control, you took ownership of who you were. So you're not this superhuman person. You're just a human being doing the best you can. And that's what you're going to do. And you don't want that label to control you. So that's what I like about that piece.
Serious business, folks. Like, again, this is why I love our community. This is what I love about poets, is because we really dig into why we are who we are and why we say the things that we say. Sam, make sure you post that link in the chat so the community can vote for that amazing piece. You said as if collapsing would have ever been safe. Strength isn't a gift, it's a scar. Like choosing to stay for myself. Like that's just work. Like really that's just really work. Thank you, Sam, for what you do. The second poem, right? Like reshape my words to fit your blueprint. That beautifully broken. That's just, I think I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. I need that. I need a Sam Hardy t-shirt that just says beautifully broken. Seriously. Thank you so much. Folks, make sure you go and click that link and vote for Sam Hardy's poem. Truly appreciate you, Sam. Shout out Spellbound in the building. Shout out Medusa Was Black. Shout out Sunflower Mo. Appreciate y'all for coming through. All right, let's keep it going. Coming up next, all the way across the pond where it is wicked late, like seriously wicked late. This gentleman, the most eloquent writer in the world, in my opinion. He just has a way of just delivering his work. I like to say that this gentleman and Love have a thing going on like Billy Paul and Mrs. Jones. It's amazing how he loves Love and how Love loves him in return. We're going to see why. The one and only Lantern Carrier in the building. Come on, Lantern. Let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you as always, brother. Please, take it away.
I am a melody of sound and silence, molded on the anvil of the alchemist supreme. I was lost in the transitory worldliness of illusions until you came, freeing me from my ignorance. Now the mind is still, calm, serene, and quiet as the soul's intensity carries me into the inner realm of deep tranquility and vastness. I become like one entranced on the bed of the ocean where everything is hushed and peaceful. On the surface, there's a multitude of waves, but I am in an aquamarine realm of sweet solitude. I reach out to my lover, my essence filled with the breath of an ambrosial wine. Tears flow from my inner sanctum, orchestrated by a bliss celestial, merging into the pangs of humanity's deepest sorrows. From the depth of a nameless void, I speak to my beloved in silence. Full prostration, palms outstretched in reverence, I entreat, O love, please accept my prayerful tears as a token offering on behalf of humanity. I feel a flowering of my being merging into the singer of my songs. We become one, beating the cadences of love's victory with heaven's supernal gong. I gaze at the master, eyes fixed on the transcendental self. Slowly a stream of consciousness merge as my physical cage becomes quiet, peaceful, and serene like the ocean's bed. The mind is calm, vacant, tranquil. My breath quickens as I drift into another realm, the force of grace taking control as I, a soul immortal, soars like a dauntless phoenix upon an expanse of magnificent vastness. I gaze at the celestial entities, their adorable glow like pure white snow, hugging the serenity of my existence. I'm in a temple courtyard, the mortal coil still sitting in the lotus asana amid slabs of holy relics as the wine of rhapsody takes hold, and I, a mariner, for once does not steer as grace navigates my sweet surrender. The blue moon caresses me with its luster. My heart unfolds its sails as the light enters, me blending with the universal beauty that never perishes. Oh, grace, I say in silence. My vocals have gone still, my stillness vocal. Everywhere is intoxicating beauty. My eyes shed copious tears. The joy of the soul, a stream of energy almost too powerful to control. It runs through this frame, and I sense a shifting of the breath, enabling it to bear this harmonious peace. Receptive to the wings of love, I pay homage to the one in the deep stillness of the heart's peace, the unspoken sweetness in the profundity of my soul. Slowly, the body returns to conscious awareness. Too soon for me, but grace knows I'm not yet malleable enough in the hands of the master potter, and so I wait to be further alchemized at another moment. O grace, my illumining light, you who dance in my soul, bathes me in trance and inebriates my core with symphonies. Come. The lantern carrier. Thank you.
I really don't know how he does that. Like, I really, really don't know how he does that. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Lantern
Wow.
Carrier.
Wow.
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 Whoa.
Damn, we got no
Amazing.
words to say about this one. You said it all, my brother. You're talking about love in all of the dimensions, and I'm full. Thank you.
Love.
As always, it's just you fall in love just listening to the words that are coming. That is just it's just amazing.
Phrase.
It's amazing.
That's not a poem. That's actually a prayer. That's a wonderful, wonderful prayer.
Like that.
I took two poems of spiritual experiences. One's called Meditation, and the other one's called Grace. Both from spiritual experiences. I put them together and I kind of gave them shape for the occasion.
Yeah, I like what Oshunyo Yin is saying. It's really an invocation, as you just explained to us, really. The first couple lines you uttered, I just really was reminded of Sri Chinmoy and his approach to poetry too. Just these very, very meditative kind of introflections in a sense, but you
That's what I
deliver.
felt the theme called for.
Yeah, the laughter of your love. There's just no comparison, as everybody's saying.
Yes.
Yeah. You just, again, sir, you just have a way. Like, I've never known love to love someone the way that love loves you. Like, it just comes out of you. Like, it's just, I don't know how you do it. Honestly, like, love don't love me like that, right? Who said that? It was a song, and I'm gonna move forward. It was a song. It said, "It takes a fool to learn that love don't love no one." I know someone knows that song. Someone knows that song. Look, I'll show you. I see her moving. It was just like, yo, I know. It takes a fool to learn that love don't love nobody. But yo, I think that it was before a lantern knew. It was before a lantern. Really. You said the alchemy supreme. I speak to my beloved in silence. The transcendental self. The force of grace taking control. The wine of rhapsodies takes hold. Blending with the universal beauties that never perishes. Receptive to the wings of love. Oh, grace. Gosh. Oh, grace. Amazing work, Lantern. Thank you so much for just giving your soul to what we do. I appreciate you, sir. Look. See, here they come, right? Always and forever. I see the spinners in there, right? It takes a fool. Yeah. Come on now. Y'all know what it is. All right. Coming up next, all the way in the Pacific Northwest. I love when this dude comes through, man. And it just always does my heart really good when he comes through, because the world is chaotic. And it's so many things going on in this world. But every time this gentleman comes through and he has his instrument strapped on, I can promise you he's about to put our week into balance with his writing, with his instrumentation, with his song flow. He's just amazing. The one and only Joski C in the building. Come on, Joski, let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you as always, sir. Please, take it away.
Hey, Elemental. Coming through?
Like a rock star, Joski. Let's go.
All right. So this is new shit, something I've been messing around with, referring to someone who recently tried to silence me. Edgier. I sang my song edgier than I usually do. At the impromptu party at the Motel 6, to rise above bullshit censorship. I sang my song louder. I sang my song true. I sang my song edgier than I usually do. She lives in a motel, it's getting kinda old, tipping her bottle to ward away the cold. Gas or food, her boyfriend's making her choose. She loves Trump, though it's hard to track her. She loves Trump, though he's a kidnapper. She loves Trump, blowing up boats on the sea. Somehow she believes she is free. Somehow she believes she is free. She don't like illegals, it's been on her mind. Her boyfriend's a felon 34 times. Her boyfriend is illegal as they come. She loves Trump, though it's hard to track her. She loves Trump, though he's a kidnapper. She loves Trump, blowing up boats on the sea. Somehow she believes she is free. Somehow she believes she is free. Tooth of a dragon, lash of a tongue, everything's coming undone. She loves Trump, though it's hard to track her. She loves Trump, though he's a kidnapper. She loves Trump, blowing up boats on the sea. Somehow she believes she is free. Somehow she believes she is free. Gas or food, which will it be?
I tried to tell y'all before he started getting down. For real. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Josie.
Wow. There was
Yes, sir.
no
Wow.
preparation for
That was
that.
amazing.
Yes.
So good. Gas or food.
That was amazing. That was simply.
Josie, it's so good to see you. I miss
Absolutely
you,
beautiful.
and I'm so happy to see you.
Yes.
I love listening to you create and perform. It's so soothing and beautiful and wonderful.
And
Thank
painfully
you.
true.
So good.
So true. Frighteningly true.
Yeah, just really been missing hearing you here, so I'm super glad you got back here tonight, Joski. You know, Joski, I don't probably need to mention this, but when somebody tries to shut you up, it's one of the ultimate tributes to your effectiveness and power. And, probably everybody here's experienced that. I remember one of the first times that happened to me at a so-called open reading, when the person running it just walked right up to me in front of the podium and told me I had to stop and get out. And I knew that wasn't the place for me anymore, but I knew I had something going if that provoked them to do that. And I really loved how you sort of shuffled the deck of cards of your lines and built this piece, trading back and forth in the narrative and built the final image of the poem the way you did. It was just so masterful. And this theme about delusion, if, as is said, if there's even one person who's not free, nobody is.
No one. No one. And for future reference, the next time someone tries to tell you to tone it down, tell them to call me, and I'll cuss them out for you. I'll rip off one of their ears for you. You just the way that you work, Joski, it's like, for real. You said somehow she believes she is free. Like, for real, shout out Medusa, man. I'll turn it to stone real quick, right? right, stuff like turn it the fuck up for real. She loves Trump, right? Though he's a kidnapper. Like, I love your melodies, sir. They rock so hard. Here's the thing, my last point. People never really want to silence lies. They want to keep the lies going. It's the truth that they always want to censor. Keep singing, and we will keep being your amplifier. Appreciate you, Joski. You rock so hard, sir. All right, let's keep it going. Speaking of rocking, Jersey in the building. Our resident reggaeton artist in the building. This gentleman, like, yo, his pen just is just sharp, right? Like, he's got an EP that he's working on. Listen, I'm feeling like he's trying to take over the world from his perspective, man. And I love his storytelling ability. I love how he approaches writing his rhymes and how he approaches delivering his lyrics. You're about to find out. The one and only Brian and Cecil in the building. Come on, man. Let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you as always. Come on, man. Take it away.
Thanks, Elemental. I'd share my Instagram, but it's kind of undergoing funny. But I do have an EP that I'm working on that I'm planning on releasing on Saturday. So next time I'm here, I'll share the link and everything. I'm gonna see if I can try to get two in. Let's see. What do y'all really mean when you say I'm tough? Have I fought enough? Or is it cause I got up there every time I've gotten punched by the hand of God? Does that make me Diego Maradona, doomed to succumb to the same enfermedad? Been told I cared a lot to a fault, face all dry due to streams of salt. Hear more problems with intent to solve it, easier to let the time dissolve it. Tend your garden, but for the fence is way too small. Barely 6 feet tall, I could see the flowers fall. Squatting don't help at all with the chain link wall, feeling part of the problem for fielding the calls. Also been told that it's like what also been told that's what it's like being grown. Little me responds with a dismissive groan, like he knows he got enough heart to hand out, but not how many who abuse a handout. Saw good in everyone, they saw an easy mark. If they tug at his strings, then he'll do his part. And if they don't keep your word, that'll be on him. Should have known better, strangers can never be trusted. No expectations, much less disappointment. That old gem, bringing me nothing but trouble. My personal hope diamond. Not enough pressure to crack it, nor be done with it. Stuck with it, guess my heart needs to be shrunken. Too much love to spare, just for more cardiac attacks. My battery overcharged, ready to blast. How do I direct this energy if there's no outlet or a recipient in need for me to send it? I've had it with giving the shit while they taking the piss from my kindness, finna be poisonous, become vicious, and see how they all like it to feel power when treating others like shit. Yeah, all right, that was one. That one don't have a title for, but yeah, this one I call The Lone Walk. Once a regular boy, thinking this will improve his worth. Thinking it's something deserved instead of it being earned. That just showing up is enough to get you yours. So many to choose from with even more in store. Basic courtesy should be enough to make her my honey. She'll be one to me once I start earning that money. But he learned quickly that love's far from simple, much less of a soft request, much more like a hard riddle. One to this day he was no close to answering. All he could do was pick up the pieces and try again. Focus more acting cool rather than what romance is. Studying for the test with the wrong hard copy text. Rinse and repeat next few years and still no dice. Just another high school kid who went stag to prom twice. Had a lot he wanted to say but kept silent. This is my problem to solve, not for others to chime in. Doomed to be a hopeless romantic. Goddamn, always bounced inside my head. He ignores it, pushes through it, and tries again, and tries again, and tries again, and cries again. Don't worry, man. College gonna be a weird sad. Had no reason to think so, but he still had doubts. In class, he writing in his notebooks, making up rhymes, and that and watching movies always gave him some peace of mind. At some point, he started cringing at the words he's written. This is lame as fuck. Nobody will ever want to listen. But he had close friends who'd help him get out of his funk. Rather stick with them than be at home, stuck in his thoughts. Such as why do I feel much less human than the others? Even caveman eons then had better success. They all know how to play the game while I'm stuck on the bench. A fundamental trait that he just did not possess. The worst she could say is no, and he certainly believed, but it's not her response that's got him all worried. Maybe he's too scared to get heartbroken again and pull what he almost did back in spring 2010. Instead, he figured that wouldn't solve anything, wouldn't know it, then got another decade of trying. Couple campus rages later, he learned the secret. Answers in the bottom of the bottle, just gotta reach it. Inhibitions non-existent, he feels like him. He can keep her attention, say the right things, make her laugh, touch her now, how she'd like to be touched. Best chance you got for some dirty fun. However, quickly got tired after a good year. Haven't landed yet one. Farthest he went was eating some pears, but taking it farther never came up near. The more he took and the quicker he was prone to tears. And that's where I got. Sorry.
Don't ever apologize for putting in that work, man. Ever, for real. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Brian and Cecil.
Saying
Where
sorry for giving us bars is
exactly?
crazy. That was
Where
crazy. I'm gonna
Tell
just
us
where are
say,
your
sometimes, bro.
where's your music at, Brian?
Um, I'm gonna share it on my Instagram and my YouTube channel.
Okay,
But my
fire.
yeah, but my I'm trying to create a new Instagram for the music only. So that's what
Okay.
I have to switch the profile names around.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm waiting for. So once I get that said, then I'm gonna share it and everything. But
Fire.
thank you.
Absolutely fire. Like,
Thank you.
let's fucking go, bro.
Wiggle.
Yeah, looking forward to the recordings, Brian. That's going to be a treat. So, and I know, like I'm sure a lot of people here know how hard it is to put that together, and how much how it can be a very painstaking process, because you're putting something out there that's going to be fixed down. It's not like you can go back and erase something and fix it. So big ovation for that. I mean, both these poems were really about trying to be heard, right? And they both kind of are lessons about, how do we try to be heard, and where do we look for our affirmations from, and what that can do to a person, and due to their sense of self-worth and so forth. I mean, what I hear in your poems is it just kind of keeps fueling your own self-respect. And it's this, it's the voice of a person who every time they run into another wall, they just get more inspired. And that's what's going to serve you in the end. And that's obviously what's enabled you to get an EP set up to put out. So
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy, right? One poem at a time is one thing, but putting out a collection of work that's set to music, that is not easy at all. But I really love how much you dig into your writing, right? Um, really, like it's very serious, and you're not just speaking for yourself, you're speaking for past, present, and future. And I really appreciate that perspective. You said strangers can never be trusted. My personal hope diamond. I've had it with giving a shit, like, yo, that whole yeah. In the lone walk, I really appreciate you. Shout out the homies, man. When you said writing in these notebooks, right, writing rhymes, but you thought that you didn't have it, but your close friends were reading. It's like, no, you got some shit, dude. Answers in the bottom of a bottle, just gotta reach it. Like, that's just heavyweight work, man. Like, thank you so much for digging into what you do, man, and really being fearless with it. Real quick, I want to go back an artist. I was talking about what Lantern was saying. It takes a fool. Shout out Moms. Moms was watching. She was like, "Oh no, it's the Spinners. It's the Spinners track." So yeah. Appreciate you, Moms, and everybody who was plugged into that. Truly appreciate y'all. Brian, you got work, man. Make sure when you get all of the IG work figured out and you get that EP squared away, let us know so we can rock that shit too. Appreciate you, man. All right, let's keep it going. Coming up next, this artist continues to make space for so many other artists. She is a member of the Poetry Global Network. She makes pushcart nominees. She pushes art forward. She is a lover of the craft. Every time I come across this artist, I am reminded how much she is a hero. Hence the reason I refer to her as the daughter of Krypton. The one and only Finn Bell in the building. Come on, let these folks know where they can find you. It is great to see you as always. Please, take it away.
It's very lovely to see you, Elemen2al. Thank you so much. It's lovely to see all of you too, Familia. You can find me on Instagram. I'm Finn_Bell_poet. In the chat, I'm putting the link to an art piece that I recently did an ekphrastic piece on for a session with IMO Live. And so this is my ekphrastic tribute to Belkis Ayon's Sin Titulo, Mujer, and Posisyon Petal, 1996. Sikan, prinsesa, babae banal. Sikan, prinsesa, babae banal. Sikan, prinsesa, babae banal. We are burned by the divine fish that submerged you in its power. We bear witness to your ravaged limbs. We too are buried beneath. We nestle your womb in our right palm, knowledge within our spine. We still catch the wind swirling your secret as it drifts past our ears. We wander the wasteland, first woman, wary of the counsel of men. We are naked and newborn, subjected to a world view perversion. We are alone when we become surrounded by misplaced adulation. We sing mother hymnals in chorus, our temple frigid and distant. We do not renounce our ritual. We trill it to the ibis and dark moon. We live afresh, shrouded silent in the gray, the muck, and the scale. So that's the first piece. The second one, hopefully, is to the theme. Its tentative title given by Debbie Siegel is called Urn of Sorrows. I am going to mold my silence into a vessel, a crude urn to keep all the things I left unsaid. I once held it wet and unformed in my hands, but it has toughened its shell over the years. Its impenetrable, careful layers began to keep me out, pushing me to not recall my own secrets and sorrows. If I cracked this quiet open, I fear I would not recognize what is inside. In the beginning, I marveled at how my silence was also my hands cupped around it, smoothing it and coaxing it upward. Silence and self were one and the same. How splendid we were together as we made doves spring forth from the putty, and transfigure the tips of my fingers into their wings, their safety, their home tree, branching outward before the breath, the leap, body gathering as they ascended their first flight. Too late, my bereft palms thought to reach heaven bound, a failure to catch what I had lost, to keep it in my protection. In the space I left exposed a moment between my arms, a nest has formed. The nest carries new life. I lift each egg, I tucked between its twig and down, held them up to the light, perfect lips of spun sugar glass. Solitary will not breed sanity. My angst, mother born, mother forsaken, shaped them to the warmth of my palm, and I crushed them open. I mourned their brief presence, close ranks among thumb and ring finger to capture their bleeding yolk, but in its place sat nothing at all, where I was merely clawing at the indifferent air. I looked down at my empty hand, gone gnarled and leafless, warding off the sun. Can the form of soundlessness be willed from tree limb to trowel? Can I dig myself a moat, a cushion of viscous water, a river to float uneasy pauses? Can I dig a hole deeper still than all my roots, find the slope and points of slumbering words, yank the severed neck or the sharpened tail of a buried consonant, an M or a P, to use as a pick, to chisel outward, to wave aloft? Utter once into the palpable hush, the solitary, help me. Thank you.
I don't know how you do that. Really. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Finn.
You have been missed.
Marvelous.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Finn.
Any
Yeah,
poem that
goddess.
begins in the native tongue is always going to do it for me.
Yeah, me too. I like what Angie says, that the way you began was just really centering and, a kind of beginning from nothing, especially if you're somebody who I don't understand the language, but that's not important. It becomes music, and it communicates on that basis. I mean, both these poems, you're going after this, this very difficult theme about becoming and the truth. What is the truth of being and the struggle to be whole? And I just really felt, you were illuminating my comprehension of the level of how a person really has to get so focused to discover, how to become themselves and where to find it and what the lessons are that are being taught to them in that journey. Just a very difficult theme to go after, and it was really a pleasure to hear you resolve those poems.
Yeah, you always have a way of just setting a tone when you bring about your poetry, right? Like, I know the world may be, again, that's what the theme is about, right? The world may be chaotic at times, but then as heroes do, they come through, or heroines, they come through and they kind of calm the seas, right? And that is what you do. You remove all the negativity and you remove all the doubt and you give them this, right? You said we sing mother hymnals, right? We do not denounce our ritual, right? And it's those things, right? In the second poem, you said mold my silence into a vessel. Shout out Debbie Siegel, for real. You said, and I really, really love this. Like, I really need you to make sure that you even flesh all this out. You said, if I crack this silence open, I fear I will not recognize what's inside. Like, that's almost cannibalizing your own fear. And that's when you really, really get down to it. Thank you. Thank you for that. You're amazing as always. Make sure you are plugging in with the Poetry Global Network and all things Fincabulary. Also, Maori, I believe, is accepting what do you call those? Submissions. There we go. Accepting submissions for the latest edition of Maori. So please make sure you plug in with Finbell. All right. Let's see. 4 more, and we will go to halftime. Coming up next. When we were coming in, when we were first setting up the room, this next artist was flexing, right? And in academia, sometimes they'll say, oh, look at the big brain on this one. But this incredible artist, like she's really showing the world, like, yo, I don't care what you may have thought. I don't care the time frame. I don't care about what the hell y'all got to say. Watch me work. And I really, really appreciate the work that you're putting in. Congratulations on your accomplishment that's coming and the 2 future ones that are on the way. Make sure you bring that PhD to us so we can celebrate with you. The one and only Angelina is in the building. Let these folks know where they can find you. It is great to see you as always. Please take it away.
Working on a book, and I graduate next week. I'll be signing up to perform the night before, so that you guys can hear my speech, because I am speaking at my graduation. That'll be my submission for next week. But tonight I was on topic. The dark doesn't scare me. People do. Noise does. Fake smiles do. You good? When nobody really wants to know the fucking answer. But the dark knows to mind its own fucking business. It doesn't ask me to perform. It doesn't ask me to be pretty. It doesn't care if my hair is wild, if my eyes are swollen, if my chest feels like a locked door somebody kicked in and left it ajar. Silence doesn't judge me either. It doesn't talk over my pain. It doesn't tell me to calm down. It doesn't say, you're too much, when I'm just trying to not fall apart in my own hands. People run from quiet. They turn on TVs. They scroll until their thumbs go numb, blast music loud enough to bury the truth. But me, I sit in it. I let the room go black. Let the world shut its mouth. Let the walls hold what I've tired of fucking carrying. Because in the dark, I don't have to be strong. I can be cracked. I can be angry. I can be ugly, cry, honest, and be the version of me that daylight keeps trying to clean up. The silence knows my name. It knows the prayers that I never said out loud. It knows the screams that I swallowed whole, the goodbyes that still rot under my tongue. And somehow, it still lets me rest. So no, I'm not afraid of the fucking dark. I have survived things that looked like people. I have slept beside storms wearing familiar faces. I have learned that not every monster hides under the bed. Some knock, some will text, some say they love you through their teeth behind their smile. But the dark never lied to me. The silence never promised forever, just to leave me bleeding in broad daylight. So when the lights go out, I breathe. When the world goes quiet, I come back to myself. And somehow, between shadow and stillness, I remember I am not broken. I am not crazy. I am not too much. I am just a woman who finally found comfort in a place that never asked her to beg for peace.
Right. I see all these pressures, and I'm getting to you, right. Just like, yo, like, oh my God, did she do that? Yes, she did. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Angelina.
Because I'm just a girl,
Let's
okay?
go.
Like,
That
I'm
was
just a
fire.
girl, so thank you.
Let's go. That was
Yeah.
amazing.
I
That's
love that.
incredible.
That was so cool, Angie. That line I love. I have survived things that look like people,
Mm-hmm.
And what you were telling us was, I think it was so cool that, first part of the poem, you really saying this, that silence is a friend to you. You were defining silence as being your friend, and how having a friend doesn't mean another person, especially for poets. You have all sorts of friends that are not people, right?
Yeah.
And being alone does not mean you have no friends.
No, it doesn't.
And following up on what Paul was just now saying, I love the wholeness that you feel in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't matter if you're seen or not, and the dark knows. Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful feeling of freedom. Thank you so much, Avery.
Oh,
Yeah,
CP Mays is here. That's it. Trouble's over. It's over.
Very good.
Yeah.
I like what the maestro just said. The dark knows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I really appreciate how you really dug all the way into that. Like you said, I had it. I was done. You said the dark knows to mind its own fucking business. Like, come on. The dark doesn't scare me. People do. That just reminded me of a real quick story. I was in a store recently and I saw someone that looks like a mass murderer and they walked past me. I said, see, They worry about me. I'm worried about your ass. Just saying. Heavy on the people scare me, right? Sunflower for real. Let the world shut its mouth. In the dark, I don't have to be strong. Be the version of me daylight keeps trying to clean up. Listen. I'm gonna need you to keep bringing that work for real. Like you have definitely like turned a corner, like shifted a gear. Like I'm with it. I'm here for it all. Right. Like you driving the big body. Like you got to turn like this now. You know what I'm saying? Like keep doing it. It's amazing work, Angelina. We appreciate you, and definitely bring that work next week. We are here for it. Appreciate you. All right, let's keep it going. Coming up next, I believe we have a new voice in the building. Welcome, Naomi. Please, is this your first time rocking with us?
Yeah.
It is.
Hey.
Hey, welcome. Please, without giving us your address, tell us where in the world you are plugging in from this evening.
Yeah, representing from Concord, New Hampshire.
Oh, New Hampshire in the building. Let's go. Listen, you see how this night has been going, right? Let the world know where we can find you, how we can connect with all the incredible things that you have going on. Welcome to the greatest community in the world, and we will yell at you after. Please, take it away. Welcome.
Thanks. I don't know. I don't have any socials to connect to at the moment. My name is Naomi Grace. Prefer she, her. And Thanks for inviting me here. It's cool. Just got one poem for you. It's called Surface Tension. Real love has fissures, grooves at the edges of a chasm, filaments splitting, thinning, reaching, a river emanating from its tributaries emptying into delta, a tree swaying over roots, each branch holding out for as long as it can, fading out between the weight of the sky and the shelter of the earth. A solid grip on one little scrap of time and space comes together from nothing, empties into everything, fades to fissures in the air, bird paths, raindrop gauntlets, wind sleeves. Squirrels trust to fling themselves from sky splinters. Insects burrow into a high-rise generation ship of implausible dimensions. Cylinders of growth cycle through the years, disparate dispensations of life-sustaining alignments, crenellations fold into the fractal surface of life's skin, like the wind on water, like the beautiful in-betweens, like the space around my fingers, around rooted toes which never move independently, or the space between my shoulders and my chin, between each eyelash, between bird song and my ears, between everything. Love is making space. Thank you.
Yo, that's how you just bring it all the way back to reality, for real. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Naomi.
Oh,
Let's
yes.
go.
Yeah, that was so beautiful. And you made it seem like you ain't know what you was doing, then came up here and did that. The
Beautiful.
lies.
Don't be playing
Absolutely.
games. Just come with it. Yeah.
That's it. Now you got to come every week because now you got to be here. That's it. It's over.
Tell her about it.
That's it. That's it. You got to come now all the time because now we just got to continue being blessed with this gift that you are holding, that you've been holding in New Hampshire. You got to bring it. That's it. It's over. It's over.
Bring it.
Well, don't worry. We'll heat it up in here for you.
Sure.
You just gotta promise to always have that background. That background looks like a dazed and confused like album cover, like sitting from the background. Like yeah, I dig it.
Yeah, like everybody, I think you can hear it in most people's work here too, Naomi. all anybody asks of anybody who comes here is just do yourself. It's cool to, nobody can help being self-conscious to some degree. But this is the place where, all you need to do is be yourself and all the glory of your selfness. That's what this, it's one of the reasons this place was invented. So, and I really dug your poem because it's doing a thing that poets are really traditionally looked to for, and that is to be a guide to the listener, right? I mean, there's this whole lines about, where love is, like between the eyelashes. Come on, So that was just really beautiful, and I had no trouble being guided by you to figure out where love is. Believe me.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
For sure. Like I really, really love the fact that you brought the microscope into yourself, right? People are very comfortable with putting the microscope on other people and trying to find the flaws and trying to find the things that make people tick. But the moment that you mentioned what the Jedi Master said, between my eyelashes, oh, to me, that type of micro level dissection of yourself means that you're trying to find what's in here before you are asking anyone else to try to find what it is. With the lines like raindrop gauntlets, that was just money. High rise generationship, just one little scrap of time and space. Like it's just I really, really, really appreciate that. Welcome to the greatest community in the world. As your colleagues have told you that you kind of just fucked up though. Like really, all the way out in New Hampshire, you kind of just fucked up because now you got to be here every Thursday. Like, welcome to the greatest community in the world. You are definitely one of us. But now you got to clear your calendar. Like, so you got to go to your calendar right now and just say, whatever. Now Thursday night, actually Wednesday night, make sure you sign up so you can be here on Thursday night with that purple stuff in your background because that works. Appreciate you for coming through. Welcome to the greatest community in the world. All right, let's keep it going. Coming up next, Great Scott, we have a pleasant gesture. I know y'all haven't heard that in a very long time, right? Shout out my man Scott Pleasance. He is the poet laureate of Teaneck, New Jersey. But I got a message in the back channel that said, yo, Elemental, I would like to pass my spot off to another incredible poet. So shout out my man Nemo Soon. This next artist comes through. She is absolutely amazing. Whether she is on the path, whether she is reading from her own manuscripts, whether she is singing to us in English or in Spanish, or I've seen her on social media singing with her beautiful mother. She is absolutely amazing at what she does. Shout out the educators in the building. The one and only Winter Rose is here. Come on, let these folks know where they can find you. It is always great to see you. Please, take it away.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Nemo, for letting me read. And thank you, everyone, for an amazing night. It's wonderful. This is called For Inhabitants of Mexico City. We have no toes, my nurse and I. Beautiful right breasts juxtapose the lack of a mother. The masculine square shoulder. The shadow spreads across me. Oye, Judas, ¿puedes darme un poco de espacio? Just because Diego likes you near, sick bastard, thinks it is so odd and funny, whispers into my ear, Mira mi reina, fíjate mi vida. The men are all here, commanders of the Zócalo. Las mujeres but figments of the past, meek figurines of future abandonment. To have had a child, to have kept my toes intact, my uterus intact, I would have had to praise the easel of a man. lied to Jesus at least 30 times. Estuviera sido traidora a la Xochiquetzal. And I would not do this, jamás, to her. The woman who fed me from her breasts, who removed with knives her own toes as an act of feminine solidarity in 1934. It's just not fair for children to suffer such horrible nightmares, to play with the dust and rocks and sell gum, while the sovereign masculine gods don't lift a child from the earth to soothe her. The female has been rendered useless, a medio de este cuadrado integral, amputated, inert, punctured, flaccid uterus. And I'll do one more, if you don't mind. Between the curtains, para Leon Trotsky. It hurts me to write about how beautiful I was when you loved me. I am not that woman anymore. Standing there, softly radiating, any moment a bird could fly from my lips and land in your mouth. Oh, viejo, oh, mi amante, the idea of you, so much better than the sex. Not as good as I dreamed of. So I use our memory to invoke spite instead. Not for nothing, no, not for nothing our lovemaking, the jealousy, the doctrine, the withered flesh, so tantalizing. A tener un hombre como tú at my heels, at my neck, to make someone so powerful succumb to my power. My allure, aye, the curve of my breast. I will later paint myself for you with pink nipples erect. A communist corset, a hammer and sickle just for you, encompassing my ribs, my spine, my belly, my hips, for you to revere the idea that I wanted you as much as you wanted me. En realidad, era yo la cosa para ganar. Como que soy tan prohibida como la Virgen. Imposible para sostener. I am the thing to covet. I am pura mujer.
Unmute yourself. Give it up for Winter Rose.
A
Yes,
communist
come on.
corset.
That was
A
fire.
communist corset was crazy. The
That
idea
was
of you
fire.
so much better than the sex.
Come
Wow.
on, Sunflower.
That's
Like, for real,
rough.
though. I was
That
getting
line, I
there.
was like, okay,
Ah.
God. I'm gonna use that one.
I
I'm gonna have to borrow that one.
I love the flipping and the switching of the Spanish to the English, because it's just the way you end on the Spanish and head into the English is so fucking beautiful. There is no other way to describe how you string along two languages, and it's a beautiful song and poem all together. You are phenomenal.
Okay,
Phenomenal.
wow.
Musical.
Okay, wow, Winter Rose. That was absolutely beautiful, enchanting, entrancing. And I was there. I was there with you. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Winter Rose, I'm gonna need more installments of the 50 Shades of Winter Rose.
There you go.
I'm gonna need more.
There are at least 50.
At least 50. I'm gonna need all of them, like in my private DMs, maybe.
There
but
you
like
go.
also publicly. Yeah.
There you go.
Now you have to do a poem and be Plath and Frida all at once.
Love that. And then make it a phrastic, right? Like, let's just wrap it all into one beautiful burrito. Listen, there are some lines in there that you can just make billboards. Kind of like Sunflower was saying, right? As soon as you said that line, I was like, oh my gosh. The idea of you is so much better than the sex. Just leave it. Just put that in stone right there. In the first poem, you said meek figurines of future abandonment. like I lied to Jesus at least 30 times. This is not how beautiful I was when you loved me. Okay. I'm gonna stop. You really brought it. And then sculpting yourself, like painting yourself, right? I will later paint myself for you. Like, and I know you were, talking about makeup, but to me it almost seemed like you were doing like the Vitruvian Man, like Da Vinci did, and you're painting yourself dissected for someone else so they could really see the heart of you. Amazing work. Thank you so very much for all that you do. That was really dope. All right, one more, and we will go to halftime. Coming up next, yo, this artist right here, man, she's just ridiculous, and I tell her this all the time. She's pretty ridiculous. She is a nationally ranked poet. She is an incredible workshop facilitator. She finds a way to not destroy the people that irritate her. She just does some really amazing work. She's gonna be at the regional poetry slam competition coming up, and she's gonna be hosting another workshop. She's just all kinds of incredible. Prepare yourself and buckle up for what she does. The one and only Lady K in the building. Come on, let these folks know where they can find you. It's great to see you as always. Please take it away.
Hi, everybody. So like Elemental said, I had a spicy week in multiple ways. So this poem definitely was affected by that. It's an edited version of a piece I have called Selected Outrage. They'll scroll all night, fingers itching for names on the Epstein files, hungry for secrets, for rot behind velvet curtains, for whispered proof that power has always been diseased. The same folks who binge conspiracy podcasts, who make memes of monsters in tailored suits because outrage is easier to hold when it arrives wearing a stranger's face. And don't get it twisted. I ache for those victims, for innocence bought and bartered, for silence stitched into throats too young to understand survival. That horror is real. But what haunts me is this. Silence is an artist, patient, hands coated in dust and denial, chiseling away at urgency until outrage becomes entertainment, until curiosity becomes currency and we mistake consumption for care, sculpted silence, shaping the quiet into something soft enough to live inside, because people who memorize conspiracies, quote reunion specials like scripture, know every betrayal, but not their local representatives. Politics belongs to somebody smarter, richer, whiter, as if our voices were never meant to matter, as if oppression hasn't always preferred our silence, and silence doesn't only happen when mouths close. Sometimes it sounds like it won't change anything. Both sides are bad. Sometimes it wears disappointment, principle, or even fatigue. Sometimes silence calls itself protest, and some of us stayed home. But tell me, did the bombs stop falling? Did suffering end? Or did empire continue while the walls of our own house split wider? And yet here we are, paying the price for protest votes that protected nobody. Because silence bears strange fruit. Sometimes it builds monuments, election by election, policy by policy, until rights feel thinner. Libraries close, bodies lose autonomy, history rewrites itself. Then we stand bewildered. How did this happen? As if democracy usually dies with explosions. No, it dies quietly. In voter apathy, school board meetings nobody attends, laws nobody reads, rights surrendered one compromise at a time. And God, I tried. I tried to explain what you ignore will not stop all the things you dislike. Eventually, it comes for the things you love. Libraries, bodies, art, for truth itself, because absence still leaves space and empty space rarely stays empty. We keep saying the system wasn't built for us, and it's true. But how can it ever be if we stay willfully ignorant, complicit in erasing voices they always wanted gone anyway, refusing participation, just hands over the keys? And I need to confess something. I have grown weary. Not apathetic, just tired. Because existing inside constant outrage is its own slow violence. At some point, I retreated into shadows I fought years to escape. Not because silence felt righteous, but because survival sometimes looks like turning down the volume before grief ruptures you completely. And I'm tired. Tired of mourning futures before they disappear. Tired of carrying alarms mistaken for pessimism. Because I wanted so badly to be wrong. Wanted my fear to age poorly, wanted history to laugh at my caution. Instead, I stand inside the echo of warnings, grieving things not fully vanished yet, wondering how much quieter we can become before there is nothing left for us to silence. Because maybe that's the cruelest part. Not that things are breaking, but that I have to live long enough to witness the demolition. Stand inside the house I beg people to help reinforce and watch the beams crack. Because by then, I'm too hoarse from answering, how did this happen? We wait beneath monuments built from every issue we convinced ourselves were too distant, too exhausting, too complicated to deserve our hands. Then we wonder who shaped the quiet, never realizing it's our very own fingerprints still wet in the stone.
Okay. So she just gonna do the masonry in her poem. I got you. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Lady K.
Wow.
Wow.
Because what? Who are
Thank
you?
you.
Survival sometimes looks like turning down the volume.
What the
I
fuck?
can't do it.
Oh
I had
my
to literally
God.
turn it off
Yeah.
because I can't be constantly outraged all the time. I'm already going through
Until
perimenopause.
outrage becomes entertainment, that whole little stack up and all the 3 bars after it, 8 down.
Yeah.
Right.
And
8
that's a
down.
form of control. They want you to always be outraged about everything. You pick your
Mhm.
battle. You maintain your peace of mind. Yeah.
God, Howard, you're so fucking good. I can't. Oh,
When
thank
are you
you.
running for office? Because
I
I'm
was
voting.
just about to say that.
Me
I
and
was
you,
just about to say
me
that.
and you, CP. When are
Yeah.
you running for office? Because we're gonna
I'm
run your
not gonna lie,
campaign.
it probably
CP and
will
Yeah.
me and
happen.
CP are gonna
I-
run your.
yeah, we're gonna knock
It
on
probably will
doors.
happen.
We're gonna knock on doors.
I got
Yeah.
I got the signatures. We're gonna do the post. When let me know when I'm ready. Because
Yeah.
fuck, we need to put a big FU on policy that's going on today.
Yeah.
I see the cracks in the system in my clients on a regular fucking basis. And the shit you were saying is the stuff that I hear in my sessions.
The original piece is 8 minutes long.
Wow.
Okay, well, you know what? Make it a speech ready for office. Let's do this.
Go for president. Go for president. Gotta go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Y'all need to know that it's birthday season for Lady K. And she's
Uh-oh.
Gemini's
we
in
have
the
a whole
building.
month of celebrating this queen, and you're all
And
gonna
a
get
whole
sick of
month of
hearing it.
crazy.
But she's a
That's what
Gemini, and it
Sunflower is.
started today.
Happy birthday.
That's awesome.
Yes.
You were so pristine and like Michelle Obama adjacent, but as soon as she said birthday, I swore I saw like bachelorette like penis lollipops pop up out the sky and like all the gangster shit started happening. Like you lost all of the presidential movements. Like you was like, yeah, it's time to party. It's time to party.
Yeah.
I love my
I like
people.
what Henry said about, this whole tactic of invading the public's consciousness and just keep invading it, and occupying it. And I really thought it's really cool how this poem talks about before you even get to be considered a citizen these days, you have to qualify as being a victim, right? It's like it's more important to this government that you submit to being a victim, and then they'll let you be a citizen under those conditions. And you really illustrated that so relentlessly. This one line really kept clobbering me after you said it. I wanted my fear to age poorly. Yeah, please be that as it may. And, the end message you kind of imparted at the end, for me at least, that, this is a warning about how all of these tactics and how these people employ their incompetency as a strength is, they want us to become tools of our own oppression. It's one of the oldest stories in the book.
Yep. So true.
Oldest story and oldest tricks in the book.
Absolutely. Oh, y'all, but that is shout out moms. Mom said Lady K got my vote. Happy birthday. Shout out moms. Here's a radical idea. Poets for president. Just think about it. Poets for president. Just saying. Amazing work, Lady K, for real. Like Sunflower said, until outrage becomes entertainment. Sometimes silence calls itself protest. It's ridiculous. School board meetings that no one attends. Tired of mourning future before they disappear. Stand inside the echoes of warnings. Like, for real, these are, again, pieces of an acceptance speech, whether you want to be, Congress or presidency or however. But just, for real, poets for presidents. Ugh, I like it, math. I like it. See what happens. You get a bunch of creatives in the room and they solve problems. How about that? How about that for a radical idea? Get people in the room that solve problems. Just saying. It has been an amazing night thus far. Thank you for rocking in the first half. We are going to go to halftime, and then we are going to be back with another incredible lineup of poets, of artists, of just amazing individuals that came to do the thing that poets do. And that's to remind you that the world may be going to hell in the handbasket, but we're going to translate it for you to make sure that you understand who is driving this crazy bus. Thank you all. You could have all been anywhere else in the world, but you are here rocking with us. Stay tuned. We are going to be back shortly, but we're going to go to a quick halftime. Stay tuned, refresh your drink, do all those good things. We will be back with you shortly, folks. Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to the online open mic with the greatest community in the world. Week after week, you keep this flame of artistry burning with a light that transcends time, distance, and borders. Now, welcome to the Halftime Report. I'm your correspondent. My name is Elemen2al, bringing you the latest news and upcoming events proudly presented by the legendary New Eurekan Poets Cafe. Stay tuned, stay inspired, and as always, keep creating. The New Eurekan Bowery Slam, happening every Monday at the Bowery Poetry Club in New York City, hosted by Luna Rosa and Jay Rose. Winner receives a $20 cash prize and a chance to compete in the final Friday Slam. Occurring on the last Friday of the month at the Lower East Side Center at 7 p.m. Hosted by Matthew Marroquin and Paul Conqueso. Winners from the New Eurekan Bowery Slam compete against each other for a $100 cash prize and a chance to compete in our annual Grand Slam. Plus, there's a Twilight Hour open mic hosted by La Bruja. Make sure you come through. For more details on the Slam season, including rules, winners, and current year scoreboard, go to neweurekan.org/slam. Our open mics at the Lower East Side and Center are all kinds of incredible. The venue records high-quality audio and video of all performances, and they are live streamed to the Lower East Siders and New Eurekan YouTube channels. All except our first Wednesday of every month, we have Women's Orator Wednesday, aka WOW, hosted by 2024 Grand Slam champion Somebody's Mama. The remaining Wednesdays of the month, we have the New Eurekan Open Mic, hosted by Brian Acosta Aria, aka Brian the Motel Guy. Make sure you plug in. It is going to be something special. Our online programs, which are absolutely absolutely free include the online open mic hosted by yours truly, weekly on Thursdays via Zoom and live stream on YouTube. All styles are welcome. Every artist has 4 minutes to rock with new themes every week. The Slam Workshop happening on the second Tuesday of every month via Zoom, hosted by the National Youth Poet Laureate Stephanie Pacheco. When you sharpen your craft, you sharpen your performance. Make sure you plug in. There are many other in-person and online events coming up. For info and tickets of all the programming, you can go to newyeurican.org/calendar. Our social media and website and other links, including how to sign up for the mailing list, you go to our Linktree/New Eureka Poets Cafe. Visit our YouTube channel to catch past live streams of online and Lower East Side Center open mics, beatniks, and special events at Battery Park City, Poetry House, and NJ Pack. The New Eureka Poets Cafe is a non-profit 501c3 organization based in New York City on the Lower East Side. Ticket sales and grants don't cover all of our programs and operations expenses. So here are ways that you can help support us in our mission to continue with moving poetry forward. Our merchandise, shirts, hats, and tote bags available for purchase at our New Yo table and in-person events, or go to newyeurican.org/merch. Spring and summer collection coming soon. Also, check out and subscribe to our Patreon site. Gain access to video recordings of in-person events not available online for the public. Go to patreon.com/New Eurekan Poets Cafe.
We would love to hear from you. If you've attended one of our shows, let us know about your experience. Go to newyeurican.org/survey to complete and submit the form and receive a special gift for your feedback.
Special thanks to our tech team, our programs and operations team, all of our hosts, our executive director, and all our sponsors for helping us to continue to move our artwork forward. We appreciate you for all your continued support, helping us to keep the spirit of artistry and inspiration of poetry alive and moving forward through the spirit of our founders. Brought to you by Elemen2al Vision Works, inspiring change through passionate poetry and creative productions.
Your energy and passion truly make this community something special. Thank you for all your artistry and your genius. Truly can't thank you enough.
We appreciate you. Now, back to the show. Peace. Oh yeah. We are back in the building, and we're gonna keep it going all the way live. Yeah. So, coming up first in this second half, this gentleman just has a way with words. He is a warrior of the truest sense. He's been rocking with us for years, and he continues to do just some amazing things with words. I always look forward to what he has to share with us. The one and only Norm Mathematics in the building. Come on, let these folks know where they can find you. It is always great to see you. Please, take it away.
Hey, I need to shout out my daughter because last week I was in the hospital. I signed up, and she said, "Dad, come on now. Daddy, give it a rest. Chill for a moment." Okay, so here's the pieces that I got. And first one is definitely on theme. Title is Silence is Not the Lack of Sound. Epigraph. A village of forgotten memories. Remember every spoken word. Normatics. Waves die in the sand, reborn in the surf to come home again. Air has silence in it. We break it with our breath. Air breathes past the hairs in my nose, the sound of light on the inhale, the sound of a smile on the exhale. Meditation is not a silent endeavor. No one hears a torrent of babble behind closed eyes, a calm facade, a body at peace. Tears wail, garments rend, a wake of fear blind allegiance to the dark. Radio telescopes listen to the galaxies. Signals stream across space, a cacophony of ones and zeros, a signature plotted for 7 years from the same point. Silence, the only sound we can separate from light. Wonder creates the mystery. Eyes closed, vision focused inward. A familiar voice sings a story. A choral response brings forth ancestral hopes, dreams, footsteps filled with hope and purpose. This is the piece that I wanted to get out there. Title, Moral Poverty. Epigraph, we cannot go back to what was because what was produced now. Eddie Glaude Jr. Decadence plus private wealth undermines public trust, makes futures uncertain. Keloids know the blow is coming. Take it. Don't deserve the scars. They're yours. Like it or don't. Live forward with courage versus cowardice, miraculous and scurrilous in the same time. Whiteness, the only scale measuring equality, equals a war on people that have nothing. True enemies of the state, elite and overrich, a silent minority, inequitable as a rule. A feral beast won't stop itself. Building backwards into the future, digging graves out of the past, waited for us to fall in. We walked past them the first time. Living lies in the heart of moral rot. Nihilism thrives around a void of conscience. White supremacy myths built on lies about Black and brown, the immigrant, the stranger, the easily identifiable scapegoat, to blame for anything dirty, makes America the shithole country most immigrants exported from. Wearing a broken heart, bleeds on sleeves, a target for the bigots. Building a library where shelves are filled with ashes, books burned for fear of informing the reader. When were the best of times? For some, must have been the worst of times for others. Both times exclude the best of us, include too many of the worst of us.
Oh, yo, that's just. Unmute yourself, give it up for mathematics!
Yeah.
Powerful.
Very beautiful.
Beginning to end, powerful. So powerful.
I can take a journey on every line.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that
Really?
popped out. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I was impressed by that line with digging graves out of the past that we had walked past before. I'm still processing that. I really enjoyed that line.
Norm, you remind me of I've only had one hero my entire life, and that's been my father, right? And growing up, as a kid, I used to be around my pops watching him play like dominoes and spades and tonk, like with the cats he came up with. And I was like a little knee-high to a grasshopper, right? And I would sit back and I would just be so quiet in the corner, just peeping game and learning and learning and learning and learning and learning. When I hear you do a poem, I feel like I'm that kid again. And I'm watching people slam dominoes down, and I'm learning life lessons that can only come from people that have truly lived it. And for that, sir, you are a walking work of art. Don't stop. That's all.
Akshay.
Yeah, I'll third that. It was that last poem especially reminded me of like listening to what they used to call a rap session, like Maze is talking about. But it was like a rap session of wisdom. And so glad you could be back here again, Norm, and bring that kind of light that you bring. There's a line in the second poem, was it wonder creates the mystery, and it just kind of popped open a big searchlight in my brain.
Hey, daughter got me home safe last night, and I was so glad to get in my bed.
Yo, shout out La Hija, for real. For just, reminding you, hey, Pops, you gotta chill. But also recognizing how important it is for you to be in a space that you can express yourself. To echo what your colleagues have said, there are times, which is pretty much every time that you rip math, I just have this scene of you sitting on the steps of a brownstone, and you just have this audience around you, and people are just, as they're coming by, they're just stopping to listen because you're giving them game, right? And we not talking hopscotch, we not talking dice, but we talking life. You know what I'm saying? And as the kids are just playing and running by, and some of the youngsters are just like, hey, catch this cat, right? Listen to this cat, man, because you need to hear what he has to say. So thank you. And I told y'all from the jump, he is a warrior in the truest sense. And he just reiterates it every time he rips. Thank you, Math, for doing what you do and continuing to share all of your wisdom with us. We appreciate you, sir. Feel better soon, bro. All right, let's keep it going. Coming up next, listen, this artist right here, one of my spiritual advisors. She is a blessing every time she shows up. She always has a word for us. She's an educator. She is just focused on all beautifully positive things. And the hair is just rocking. Let me just tell you. I just got, you know what I mean? It's just popping off the screen for real. The one and only Oshun Yo Yen is in the building. Let these folks know where they can find you. It is always great to see you, Priestess. Please take it away.
You can find me here on Thursdays. I'm on Facebook, but I'm very sporadic in checking that and Instagram. I'm so busy. I got too much stuff to do. Can't spend a lot of time on there. I'm going to read this poem on that talks about silence. I was actually going to read a rant that I wrote after listening to a bunch of people talk about how hard love is. I'm going to save that for another time. I'm not going to read that rant tonight. And it was a rant, too. Okay. Silence isn't always golden. Sometimes it's white, pure. The place where Obatala was born and breath came to life. It's where creativity paints with a clear slate right for the multifaceted face of mankind. Silence isn't always golden. Sometimes it's indigo, the black hole of the womb where mama's love cradles us in amniotic warmth, and we swim in communion with our ancestors, gathering wisdom from our ancient forebears for this life ahead. Sometimes silence is golden, the magical language of love that needs no words, between lovers, between friends, between father and child, between God and our soul. Perfect communication in divine order, if we can only hear the silence.
Perfect communication in divine order. Like, that's just universal. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Oshun. Yo, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, sister. Yes.
Thank you.
And your hair is rocking.
Hey, listen, don't get used to it because I can change the color of my hair every month, but it's fun. I like to have fun with it. That's one of the things we're here for. We're supposed to be having some fun.
True.
Absolutely. Beauty takes many forms, many styles, many colors.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks for that meditation on, the wisdom that's, silence holds if we only can get ourselves comported to listen to the silence. It's kind of hard to do in this contemporary situation where, as we're reminded by some of the other poets here, our consciousness is just perpetually being invaded by, what do they call it now? The young people, they call it the slop, the AI slop or whatever. Just the continuous sort of landfill of cultural froth and stuff that's we're supposed to be distracted by. So,
Mm-hmm.
it's the kind of message you bring. I hear this Lantern Carriers poem was a bit about this too. The how powerful the silence is. Angie talked about it. How she was basically saying her friend was the silence, and you got to get to know it if you want to get to know yourself or anything else.
Exactly.
Right. I love how you said sometimes silence isn't golden. Right. You said silence isn't always golden, and sometimes the silence can be suffocating. Sometimes it can be strangling. And I just appreciate seeing the other end of that spectrum, right? Because as much as some people love the silence, some people they despise it, right? They always have to have some sort of noise. Stick your head out of the window, hear the world passing by, the cars, the train, the potholes, right? It can be calming at times, right? If chaos can be calming, for some, it really is. Thank you, Priestess, truly for all that you do. Peace to the God, Baba and Goma as well. All right, let's keep it going. Coming up next, I like to call this gentleman the hardest working man in poetry. I love what he does and how he does it. Shout out the storytellers in the building. He is still the only poet that I have seen publish his books in the style and the way that he does it. And I'm telling you, sir, I'm still looking for those black pages. I gotta get them. I like to call this gentleman the Vincent Price of poetry, the one and only Ike Waltz in the building. Come on, Ike, let these folks know where they can find you. It is great to see you as always, sir. Please take it away.
I read this piece before during this week. Nevertheless, the Tate Gallery, lovingly considered London's respected modern art gallery. Inside the Tate, 1972, and there was this pile of common bricks lying in a prominent location. It looked like the builders forgot to remove them timely. 120 ordinary bricks were obstructing the way. It is a pity, in a way, that this pile of brick emerged to be a sculpture, which was put together by the New York minimalist Carl Andre several years earlier, just lying around somewhere in New York with no public recognition whatsoever. In fact, Mr. Andre's pile of bricks was purchased for approximately $100 and first set up during the 1960s New York, but again sitting around with no public interest whatsoever. Then 1972, the Tate Gallery got hold of these pile of bricks and it achieved its greatest public notoriety only because somebody leaked that there was a steep purchase price involved. And this has happened. The Tate Gallery purchased this pile of 120 common bricks for a whopping $12,000. Mr. Andres insouciant masterpiece, as the Sunday Times called it, became a controversy that has amused the public, put the Tate on the defensive, and given the newspapers in London their best time in weeks. Yes, the price paid changed a pile of worthless bricks into a masterpiece, and that overnight. In no time, the London arts community turned into professional rubbernecks, which in turn filled the Tate coffers handsomely. Yes, the Brits, after all, are 150-year brick specialists. They love to compare London bricks with its foreign counterparts, especially American New York bricks. Needlessly to say, I was inspired. I got inspired. So I hung myself metaphorically inside the Tate, and that with a noose, why a rusty nail onto a brilliant white wall. Yes, I still hang there to this day, and metaphorically, gently sail away. Since no money was paid for my crucifixion, nobody will ever know my pain and of what artistic value I am. And now I even struggle with my prominent, long dormant, ekphrastic poem called The Tate. Bang, 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 I hammer and I hang in the Tate, the great hall of fine art. Delirium on a whitewashed wall, swinging immortality on that rusty nail. I am the first, my life says it all, and you, without a clue, whisper, always in awe, will do. Natura non facit saltus. Nature makes no leaps. But what an artist I am! What a bloodless sensation! It was the me, just me, inside my dismal generation. Failure! Hail me! Brilliance of artistry! My gullible death, after all, was not worth the entrance fee. Thank you.
My gullible death. Oh my gosh. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Ike Wolf.
Bravo, Ike. Bravo, Ike.
Yeah, my gullible death is crazy.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to keep that for later.
For sure.
I'll be sure to quote you.
Yeah, I love this for, the kind of campy send up of the swindle farce of the art world and how it's all inflated with air.
Who is dissing the art world here? Wait a minute.
For sure. Like I really love the fact that you started with this pile of bricks and then it turns into a masterpiece. Right? And that's usually how it is when you have artists. They start with this clump of something, right? For poets, it's just a clump of pages, right? And it just turns into something masterful. So I love the imagery of starting with this clump of bricks and then it turns into a masterpiece. You're just the way that you just approach your writing, sir. It always makes me feel extremely just privileged to be here hearing what you do on a regular basis. For real. Truly appreciate what you do, sir, and all that you do. Thank you. All right, let's keep it going. Coming up next, we have another new voice in the building. Yo, Jorge, welcome. Please.
How you guys doing?
Hey, listen, it's a great night. It's Thursday, man. It's the best night of the week. Welcome to the greatest community in the world. Without giving us your exact address, please tell us where in the world you are plugging in from this evening.
New England, Connecticut.
Connecticut in the building, for real. Listen, learn about it, right? One of the dopest slam teams in the world. Shout out Verbal Slap, are from Connecticut. So make sure you learn about it. Welcome. Listen, you've seen how this evening has been going. Let the community and the world know where they can connect with all the things that you do and we'll yell at you after. So please take it away. Welcome.
Thank you. No social media right now. I just wanted to come on here and share. I have this poem. It's written in this style of Latin American poetry called the decima. And it has a certain amount of syllables and patterns in the lines. So here it goes. Mi sangre pinta y canta, dejando marcas donde va. Va quedando en soledad, moviendo con esperanza. Mi sangre corre y danza, buscando de dónde viene. Ni las venas lo detienen, pues aquí hemos llegado. Con barro me han mezclado, mi sangre que me sostiene. And that's it. And that roughly translates to my blood draws and paints, leaving a stain where it goes. It tends to stay alone, though maintaining its faith. My blood runs and dances, searching for its first drop. Even my veins won't stop. Well, we've reached our destination. Mud and blood in combination. My blood holds my soul up high. And I didn't have anything for the team. Sorry, am I over the time?
No. Keep going, please. Keep going.
But I did have this poem that I was at this writing workshop, and I just want to share it because I feel like it kind of goes with the theme a bit. So this is it. Is it destiny or is it a choice? When I speak, is it you or my own voice? I choose to be brave, even when I'm scared. Sometimes I don't feel ready, so I must prepare. You don't have to carry despair alone. I know you notice everything. I know it feels like you're holding up a weight. Well, what can you do right now to transform? Only what you can control. Everything else, you can let go. And that's it.
Yo, not that you needed to come with the translation in the first one, but that shit was fire, for real. Unmute yourself, give it up for Ori.
Let's go. That was fire.
Welcome.
Like that.
I appreciated the translation. Thank you. That was fire.
That was wonderful.
It was.
Thank you.
Please
Appreciate
come
that.
back. Please.
Yeah,
you gotta
I'll
come
definitely
back.
come back. I'll definitely come back. I love the community aspect.
Nice. Oh wait, you're gonna hear it in a minute, so give Elemental a chance in a second. Please come back.
Yeah, like the kind of spiritual epiphany in the first poem, and it's the length of it was kind of seemed just perfect for the point you wanted to make. And I like the second poem because it's kind of on this theme about I mean, you were getting into, about vulnerability. And if one thing that's very common for an individual to do that's necessary when you find yourself struggling, whether you're struggling with, your own self or your material circumstances in life is commonly what makes it possible to get through that is just paring down what's in your life to what's just really just the essential few things you need to get by. And then that way, not only are you able to conserve your energy and point it towards, what you're struggling against, but it provides a lot of clarity about what really has value in your life. And that second poem seemed to really be talking to that kind of theme and being kind of organized by by a vulnerability, and what some of the lesson of how to cope comes through that, making your life simpler than it is at that point, and finding out what's really necessary and important to you.
I like that.
You know, I'm not sure how you came across us, but guess what? You stumbled upon the greatest community in the world. And as you've heard me tell one of your newest colleagues and counterparts, you've just fucked up, sir. Like, I don't know any better way to tell you that you just fucked up. Because now you need to be here every Thursday so we can hear more of your incredible work, right? Because if that is just the first installment, oh, trust and believe, we need more. We need more. We want to hear more, all right? Um, I appreciate the fact that you did take the time to translate your first poem, but I don't really appreciate the fact that it was dope in both languages. Like it was really just dope. Like how you had the flip. Like it was really dope, man. Um, I love how you really express what you want to say in your work, man. It's not easy. What we do is definitely not easy. Um, but you have a level of fearlessness that you brought and that you write into your work, and that is what sets you apart from everybody else. So, welcome to the greatest community in the world. Make sure you find yourself back on a sign up on Wednesday so you can rock here on Thursday. We can pop the cherry, baby. Pop the cherry, baby. You are definitely one of us. Welcome to the greatest community in the world. Find yourself back here on Thursdays. All right? Welcome. All right, we have 5 more poets on the guaranteed list and 3 right now on the good luck round. We may not get to everybody on the live stream, all right, but we will jump into the cipher to make sure everyone gets the time that they need because I want to hear from everyone this evening. Coming up next, this gentleman continues to get better every time I hear him. Seriously, he really works on his craft. And I always appreciate artists who don't just take it at face value to say, "Oh, I'm good enough," but they continue to dig and try to find even more diamonds. And he just continues to do just that. The one and only Principe in the building. Come on, man. Let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you as always, sir. Please take it away.
Thank you. So I will be sharing 3 poems tonight. The first poem is untitled right now. I desire to be a sunflower that blooms because they feel the breeze underneath their delicate underneath their delicate petals and transformation. Once they were hidden under the cold soil of winter like a seed. I was once that seed. I'm becoming the sunflower. I see the angels underneath my petals. Firecrackers. First step, second step, here I go. Filling out the easel, drawing out my imagination in layers of letters, expressing every emotion, roller coasting in my spirit, shooting off firecrackers with my hands because I start fire with my words. And I'll be one more. When we get older, some reflect on a turning point in their life. The memory burns like acid on your brain cells, yet my memories feel like snow under spring's warmth. Because I'm forgetful of certain events, others are ornaments adorning the hallway in my mind. They are forever. Thank you.
Told y'all that cat puts in work, man. Every time. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Principe.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm proud that you kept going. That's a big.
Sure.
I feel
Cool
like those
lines.
poems would sound really good as haikus too. I feel like the points are very swift and to the point, and so if you could format those into haikus, that would be dope as hell.
Yeah, yeah.
For sure.
That's a very
I
good.
desire to be a sunflower. That's that first poem. And Principe, roller coasting in my own experience. Come on.
Right. Right. As soon as he said that, right? I desire to be a sunflower. It's like, oh, sunflowers in here. Just saying. Um, so, it's just really amazing, man. And then what Sunflower had to say was right on the money. Like, some of the work that you put in, if you condense it, it hits even harder, right? Everything doesn't have to be a marathon, right? And I know some poets write marathon poems, right? But then there are those poets who can write a couplet and just kill you kindly, or killing me softly, right? Like Lauryn Hill said, like, it can be done, man. Thank you so much for the work that you put in. Principe, you said, I see the angels underneath my petals. That's just like, I could just see Sunflower like, ah, damn it, that's my line. I appreciate you so much, sir. All right, 4 more. Coming up next. Yo, this artist, right. This artist right here, man, listen, they just work. Every time I hear this artist, I'm just like, man, like, let me lock my doors. Like, I don't want any, like, spirits from any wayward seances coming in to hear what this artist is gonna do, because she just conjures the type of work that just makes past, present, and future just want to sit in and be like, yeah, she said that shit. She said that shit, because she really, really puts in that type of work. I love when artists really, really dig all the way in, and she's just one of them. So prepare yourself for the one and only Jessie Marie in the building. Come on, let these folks know where they can find you. It is great to see you. Please take it away.
Peep this 78 on everything. This is Through the Silence. Fuck me on the phone. Go ahead and say it softer. No, fuck me on the phone. You always turn hunger into a dare. Because hunger with manners still goes to bed starving. Jessie, don't say my name like a leash unless you're ready to pull me closer. 'Cause I need your yes. You have my yes. Your whole yes? My whole yes. Door locked, sheets twisted, moon at the window, acting innocent like it didn't come to watch. Say you want me. I want your voice low enough to leave fingerprints on my neck. No metaphor. I want you. Wherever language gets jealous of your hands. That mouth. This mouth has been starving with lip gloss on. Then use it. No, you called me, so now you feed me. Where are you? In bed, alone, waiting for your voice to crawl under this blanket and definitely misbehave. Then listen. I am listening. With your actual body, my body heard you before I even did. Good. Don't say good like that. Good. Fuck me. Exactly. I called your hunger. Then ask me. I want your mouth in my ear. Closer. I want your breath dragging down my spine, one command at a time. Closer. I want you to talk to me until distance gets embarrassed and leaves the room. I want your voice to undress the silence, not to fill it, not to fix it, but to undress it slow, like the quiet has been wearing my ache all night. How slow? Like your hands know I'm not a race. And where are your hands? Everywhere I deserve tenderness. Give me permission. Yes. Again. Yes. But don't make me soft unless you can handle what soft opens into. I can handle it. Don't make it pretty. I said erotic. Erotic is what happens when the body stops apologizing for wanting what it wants. And I want that. Then stop apologizing. I don't know how. Yes, you do. Teach me. No. Fuck me. That's it. Don't be gentle. I can be gentle and still make you lose your sentence. Then do that. Come closer. I'm already alone with your voice. Come closer. I'm already hot. Come closer. I'm already saying yes. Then allow your yes to spread where? Through your throat, through your ribs, through every locked room. That desire was too dangerous. It is dangerous. Only to what kept you small. Then fuck me on the phone. I am. More what? More breath, more heat, more ache, less distance, less control. You want me undone. I want you wanting me all the way out loud. You first, together. That sounds like surrender. That sounds like your name in my mouth. Then say it. Jesse. Again. Jesse. Again. Like you mean come here and leave every place that starved you. Jesse. Fuck. Breathe. Don't tell me to breathe, then take my voice, I am. Take my heat, I am. Take my wanting, I am. Now give me your ache, here. Take this ache with your mouth and teach it how to stop flinching. Are you still hungry? Yes. Good. And what if I still want more? Then call me back. No. Just stay on the line. Pump.
Well, fuck me on the phone then. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Jesse Marie.
My God. Waiting for your voice to
Wow.
crawl under this blanket and misbehave? What? You
Mhm.
said what?
Fuck me on the phone.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Baby, just fuck me on the
dangerous.
phone. Matter of fact,
Holy
don't
shit.
even hang up.
Yeah, boy.
Matter of fact, I need stock in the phone company. Goddamn it!
How could you not get stirred by that?
Kiss me through the phone. Because that's what they gave.
Well, all right, friend.
Mhm.
Say it with your full
Damn.
chest.
That was amazing. And
That was.
whew. So good.
Just
Thank you.
really love the dance of the dialogue back and forth. You know, there was a real rhythm to that. And that, to me, that really structured the poem in such an engaging way. I mean, aside from the content of the statements, and just so many wonderful utterances in there. You know, you always turn hunger into a dare. I called your hunger.
Mhm.
You know, it is a poem of, you know, it's a poem where you're showing vulnerable. It's a, how can I put this? It's a vulnerable poem about being vulnerable. It's a really cool way to kind of make the theme, I'm going to say, kind of thick and dense. And, you know, it's the lesson is really, there's just so many different ways to be fucked.
Yeah.
So, right. So here's my thing about like erotica or eroticism or sensuality in poems. I think there's a way of doing it and still be extremely tasteful. And then there's a level of raunchiness that just makes it disgusting. But the way that you laid this out, this is one of those things like, and I don't know if I should say this, but this is kind of like Playboy After Dark, right? It's very acceptable. See, and you're like, oh, did he say that? Yeah. It's like, it really is like, because it's tasteful, right? It's not vulgar, but the moment you said, "Don't say my name like a leash unless you're ready to pull me closer." You mentioned 50 Shades of Winter earlier. Like, where are the 50 Shades of Jesse? Because that's exactly what this jump sounds like, for real. My body heard you before I even did. I want your mouth in my ear. Everywhere I deserve tenderness, I can be gentle and still make you lose your sentence. Stop the madness. You got work, and I appreciate you putting it in. The God in Goma, peace. Yo, just work, Jesse. Appreciate you. I already yelled at you many times. Many times. For real, you know exactly what it is, for reals. So, great work as always, for real. For real, I appreciate what you do. Let's keep it going. Coming up next, this next artist right here, man, for real, Taxi Cab Confessions. Come on, Maze. This next artist right here, she just reminds you that you can put a poem in a chamber and spin it, and whatever comes out will probably leave you astonished. She just has that kind of work. And I appreciate every time she comes through because she does it for real. The one and only Dre in the building. Come on, let these folks know where they can find you. It's great to see you as always. Please, take it away.
Hi. Hello. I'm everywhere. Okay. And nowhere. On prompt. Heroin taught me that God fucked up. Mistakes made through the architecture of my neural pathways, the blueprint of my brain fissures. The first time I got hallelujah high, I thought, this is what human feels like. This is what nature forgot to give me. The first time heroin mingled with my blood, everything screaming inside me, finally, shut the fuck up. The first time cocaine slipped softly into a vein, it shaped the spaces between every heartbeat into minutes of open-mouthed wonder, as I could taste every grief inside of me being swallowed into nothing, as the world finally shut the fuck up. Crack showed me a specific chaotic silence hiding between each sound, the lighter flicking fire, the pipe answering, crackling a cappella lullabies, the sputter burn of rock. Inhale, God, exhale, silence sculpted into the silkiest bathwater, smooths into every pore, making skin not an organ but a train ride into raptured, hysterical, orgasmic oblivion, arrival announced by ringing bells. Junkies know every time a bell rings, angels deliver a silence so complete our bodies choose to forget to come back. But honest, when I sit here attempting to put words to an impossible pre-linguistic ecstasy, my stomach goes inside, outside, and up into my throat, and I forget I have a favorite song or a name. A human is not meant to feel so much like God so easily. Some find themselves in silence. I found drugs there. For me, they are the same thing. There is a hush when you find your vein, then watch blood and mercy bloom in a syringe, a sacred half-second pause between suffering, holding its breath and wait for answered prayer, and the push of exhaled surrender, wrapped in sweet air of apology and salvation. In the beginning, drugs entered without invitation, addiction calling me by the name only my lover calls me. Overdose is a soft quilt of my actions, shame, and my violence, but tucked tenderly around my shoulders. When I am using, I love nothing. The only sacred room I pray in is a locked gas station bathroom with urine on the floor. Church bells ring and arrive at the end of a pipe. It takes a fool to learn that drugs don't love nobody. My heartbeat stops, but I won't take the blame. It has been years since I spent 4.5 hours searching for a vein in my neck, face red, blue, purple, from a belt necklace, but that seduction chase isn't easily forgotten by those who love us true and are banking on a longer forever than a 3-minute high. My love trusts my heart and soul with everyone, but he fears leaving my head alone with only one thing, because I've fallen for the despair disguises of drug death. Resembling rest, mother's kiss on the forehead, a sermon of truth by injection. The first time my heart stopped, I was grateful for the fucking quiet. I am sorry. I wanted to finish this poem tonight, but each memory is becoming need with a pulse that grows stronger with each line. I wanted to end this beautifully, but addiction and beauty just ain't a fucking thing. So I stopped writing because the quiet is beginning to sound injectable. I am trying to tell y'all the truth, but I'm done. There are sentences in here making my bloodstream nostalgic, and I quit fucking with murder ghosts a long time ago. Poem.
No, 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 ma'am. That's not a poem. I'll let y'all tell her. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Dre.
Yo,
Yeah.
I ain't never
Oh,
heard
amazing.
somebody discuss
Mm-hmm.
addiction so beautifully and so like where I felt like I needed to be addicted to whatever you were
Was
just so I
addicted
could
to.
have
Mm-hmm.
that language. Oh my
Everything.
God, that was just
And you
Stream of
ended it with
conscious.
like basically I ain't fucking with you anyway. Like,
stop it. Stop
I did
it.
love that.
Stop
I'm
it.
over
That
here
was just
going through
nasty work.
DTs. Shit.
That was nasty work. That was
Nasty.
almost an erotica poem. Yeah, that was nasty work. I don't have any more words. I'm done.
ADK
Stream of
is
conscious.
upset. That's what that is.
Definitely
Well, talk
stream of
Dre,
conscious.
about,
Yeah,
yeah.
stream of conscious. Yeah, wonderful.
I made the statement to you, Dre, like last Sunday or whatever at the bottoms up. I hope like if there are poetry gods in existence, I hope the future remembers your pen kindly. The way you write and the way you speak and what you give of yourself into a poem. Like you give and give and give into the poem, not expecting anything back. That's the way I feel when I hear you read. So yeah, I hope the history books are kind because you're rare. You're rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, second what Maze was saying, you kind of took some of my words out of my mouth. I was going to say that's just supremely courageous self-disclosure, like Maze is talking about, the the extent of self-disclosure you go into. And you do that. It's a vulnerability, but I don't hear the vulnerability in your voice. There's so much courage there. Um, and I kind of hear this poem as like the confessions of a heroin virgin. That's kind of how it started out.
Yeah.
These other lines, anger is a soft quilt of silence. Silence is injectable. Uh, and you just keep bringing your courage here week after week after week after week.
Yeah. That was just one of those, like I told y'all, just like put a poem in a chamber and spin it, and she's gonna leave you inebriated every single time. And that poem was like if a drug addict decided that they were gonna stay sober for a moment, this is the poem that they would write. For a moment. A moment in their life sounds like this. And she went through so many of them, right? Shout out CP Mays for the Hallelujah High. Like as soon as I heard that, I was like, okay, she been rocking. She been rocking. You also said this is what human feels like. Taste every grief inside of me. A human is not supposed to feel like God so easily. Addiction calling me by the name only my lover calls me. I know we gotta move forward. We gotta move forward. But that one's gonna stay with me for a while. That just some people first found love in a needle, in a bottle, in a rock, in a line. And I don't mean a poem. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you for that level of bravery. That was just incredible. All right. Hopefully we'll get through the last two, and then we'll have to go through the rest on the in the cipher. Coming up next, a true Lower East Sider in the building. Low East Sider, forgive me. This gentleman is just one of the best in the world, man. Like he's been rocking with us from the very beginning. He is him, really. Our resident Gilgamesh in the building. I like to say he is not an enigma. He is the enigma. The one and only Paul Skiff in the building. Come on, let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you as always. Please, take it away.
It's great to be here with everybody. Can you hear me? I've been having some technical troubles. Hello?
We got you, Jedi Master.
Okay, cool. Thanks for that confirmation. Prophecy paints my tongue with ocean breeze. My voice is a sticky blade with a saline edge. God's green feathered legs dangle out of clouds upon whose sky blue satin curtains hang. Beneath this portent, afternoon is a snoozing coal-colored dog tattooed with 100 inverted silver crucifixes that inflate and deflate with each canine breath like pulsing nocturnal blossoms of sanctity. Crossing field of hexes, the whirlwind's vortexes of vulva suspended like pendulous red pear, circled by the bird mariners see before discovering land. Silver surface of the pond hums concentric intuitions rippling with Christian words like sloth, usury, and flagellation. Self-esteem carries a toilet up 5 flights of stairs, then pours narcissism into the porcelain burden, so self-love struggles against the same gravity feet overcame with requirement to press the earth farther and further away until night sky and ocean immensities whose locations my perception has but does not possess scale down who I think I am to the size of overestimation's thumbtack. In the courtyard of midday, comparison is killing potential faster than failure, dispossessing the score of its pretension to authority, so the digits no longer are able to brag and now panhandle for spare change from credibility, while the sun acknowledges being mother of our eyes, within which elusive and spectral, luminous yellow dreams of the mountain button the peak's white shirt around the moon, so the sleeves become hoses of celestial light. Having something to say, investigate significance, but profundity plays a flute made out of indifference, whose counter melody wears a hat made from humbleness. In the year's humid courtyard, Inquisition's scaffold reminds the uncanny, from where witches were sent to fear that a noose the size of history is wide enough for all superstition to seduce credulity with a story about how there is no immunity from evil, from distant narrow golden slit where ocean and heaven mingle to fan high through the cosmos the amorphous veil of atardecer, together with lights of the church dome. Kiss beneath looming violet thunderheads, their darkness heavier than wounded heart whose future visions come from seeing tomorrow with its own self vanishing into distance, where fatalism loses its name to inconsequence like a tongue overpowered by spice. Cosmic light is hunting for the you that would be made to glow opposite of the me whose lips rub from each other. Earnestness, being alone, puts on like the need of nakedness to inhabit respectability's solitary valuation that transforms the shape of vulnerability, that hiding behind the intermediary hoax offered as style, going right through you underneath your skin as satisfaction, as creation's epic, like the ancient timelessness of the first light lingering beneath your tongue that silence waters your mouth with.
Like the way this dude uses language is just absolutely ridiculous, man. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Paul. Skip.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Incredible.
Incredible. You said
Perfect.
self-esteem carries a toilet up 5 flights of stairs and then pours something into porcelain something, but that whole rundown ate that whole line.
Like it's Boondock Saints.
Oh God, I'm such a fan.
He does that.
Everything. It's always everything. Just everything. I think he should get 400 minutes, not 4. Just a thought.
I try to tell y'all, right? That's why I call him the Enigma, not an Enigma, because he really does this. The way he delivers his work, his use of language and verbiage, his delivery style. He's just one of one. You know what I mean? Like I said, and shout out to Captain of the Street Team. He had the actual Allowed anthology in the screen for a second. Paul Skiff is the only author and poet that I know who is published in the original Allowed anthology from the New Eureka Poets Cafe. So I appreciate that. Last artist on the guaranteed list. Then we are going to end the live stream, and then we will jump into the cipher for all the folks in here who want to get down, because we have at least 5 on the good luck round. Closing out the live stream this evening. So many things that I could say about this cat. Another one of one. They broke a couple of molds when they made this cat. Shout out to Keeper of Concrete, Outlaw in the building. Razor blade shade with. Shout out the Slam Master of the World, Slam Master of the Outlaw Collective. This dude, he just does it. Let the church say, God damn, here he go again. The one and only CP May is in the building. Come on, man. Let these folks know what it do. You know what it is, folks. Take it away.
Y'all can follow me at CP Maze, CPMAZE, one word, all together, on Insta or Facebook. Be on the lookout. We got some anthologies releasing from the Outlaws that's coming out to the web. Some comic books, some online, some audio books. Like, we're gonna have some fun this year. So be on the lookout. Here's a poem. If you ask them why pyrotechnics, they'll tell you we all start fires, right? And walk away from them and return pissed, even angry, because we always seem to destroy what we've once cherished. I'm sorry. It's not an apology. It's a fact that I wear with my divorce papers. I'm no carpenter's son. But I keep placing women on pedestals that I've built for them that are too fragile to hold their own weight. There are mirrors in the eyes of all of my lovers. I thought that's why I never saw them, but now I see it's why they never saw me. So, dear diary, I have a habit for building beautiful relationships. Dear lover, at the first sign of a cold shoulder, I will burn what we built the fuck down. Dear God, teach me better ways to keep my heart warm, cause in a given week I drink more than I eat. I never met a liquor I didn't love, never met a loved one that can hold me the same way you hold on to your insecurities. I never met an insecure woman that I didn't find beautiful, and I don't know if that means that I'm beautifully broken or if it's just that my heart is beautifully broken. My first love published so much pain behind my eyes that every woman after her with a high school education could read it. And don't get me wrong, I do not carry baggage into relationships. I carry check cards with insufficient funds, so I don't have to pay deposits on another motherfucker's skeletons in closets or withdrawal fees when love leaves and runs. Dear diary, I was a hopeless romantic. Now I'm just turning tricks. Dear lover, and will expect me to wear a poker face the moment I can sense a motherfucker's playing games. Dear God, The cruelest words in the English language have two L's in them, like lonely, like loveless, like follow. Dear MapQuest, teach me to start following your heart, cause I'm tired of following mine and getting lost. Dear Hamlet, Francie, thy name is not woman. Francie, I confess, I'm tired of being involved in situations that leave me loveless. Dear Darwin, I fear the future to come. Fear evolution won't hold me. God damn it, I fear being lonely, dear rock bottom. I want to say thank you for everything you fucking taught me, dear Rehab. I don't have a problem with my addiction for love. The only problem that I have is that I hang around junkies with fucking commitment issues. Dear Saint Nick, whatever happened to the woman with the golden heart, $1 million brain, no gag reflex, and $1 million clit? Oh, dear Bright Eyes, I've made love. And hell yeah, I've been. But I love, so what? How? Poem.
Ouch. Woo! Unmute yourself. Give it up for CP.
All I gotta say, CP, is fuck
timing
around
of
and
that
get
ending.
martyred. Okay? Okay? My God. You said I never met a liquor I didn't love. I never met an insecure woman that I didn't find beautiful. Then your ass said beautifully broken and beautifully broke in.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Just
No
Miss
How do
Peter,
you
shut up, please.
call 911 for a fire emergency that's
Come
happening
on.
virtually because CP Mays just dropped like a fucking Molotov cocktail of poetry at us? Holy
I've
shit.
just added to a fire starter of a night. Everybody's brought the heat up until this point. If it wasn't for Dre doing her poem, I wouldn't have thought about doing mine. So
that's where it came
CP, the juxtaposition between who I now know you as a person versus what your poetry does to me is a dichotomy that is truly insane to think about. Like, you are so like jarring and like overwhelming in good and bad ways as far as my sensibilities, but it's just crazy how you put stuff together. Like, I can't get enough, even though it's crazy.
And you got to
It's
believe
just
her because she's Lady K for president, you know.
Yeah, she's Lady K for president.
Right. You got to take it
Okay.
seriously.
And Mays will be the poet for the inauguration.
Man, could you
Yes.
imagine? They wouldn't know what to do, but after they elect me, they
Take
couldn't
over the
really say
whole
nothing
world.
about it. That
And
would
I-
be
Fuck
amazing.
it.
We
You
need to
guys
And the
put
people
that.
of extraordinary talent, the poet organization here in Wisconsin, all we say, we got you, Lady K. We're
CP, you got to be
sponsoring
my running mate now. Like, we got to do it. We got to do it.
I got a whole ticket now. Now we got a whole ticket. CP for VP. Oh no.
CP for VP. For a moment, I thought you said CP for VD, and I got
country
upset
would
for a
be
split
much better
moment.
off.
For a hot moment, I was like, CP for VD. CP, yes, yes.
I mean, antibiotics.
People might
Both,
read that like
so.
that, you know?
Only you
There's
would
only one
translate that.
thing more overpowering than CP is that love he was just talking about, right? That nobody can control.
Lady K for president. And
Wow.
CP for VP.
Like, y'all just took it to a whole nother level with that, man. For real, like really. And I know I said poets for president. I know, right? To kind of iterate what Henry said, I have said that May is going to be the poet laureate of Earth one day. And now we got Lady K for president and CP for VP. Like, poets run the world. Like, let's do it, right? Like, let's do it. Y'all have been freaking amazing, man. Like this is what this night was built for. This is what Thursdays, I believe, were built for. Like at one point in time, whatever higher power that you believe in, when they started conjuring Thursday, they was like, oh, I know. Thursdays are going to be the day that poets are going to get together and they're going to conjure this. And we're going to save the world one Thursday at a time. Honestly. Y'all are absolutely amazing. I know we need to end the live stream, but there are still folks who are on the good luck round. Shout out Medusa Was Black. Shout out Sunflower Mo. Shout out Mr. Tezasomo. Shout out Dre Reyes. Shout out I Inspiration. Poet in the building. Also want to shout out Nemo Soom. Shout out Bill Elkins. Shout out Raina Miller. Shout out Dutchy Darling. Shout out Matthew. Right, Matthew. Our resident descendant of the Starship Enterprise in the building. Shout out Garland Thompson. To everyone who came through and rocked this evening, the Jedi Master, Joski C, CP Mays, Naomi, Dre, Lady K, Ike, Henry, welcome. I appreciate you, sir. I'm looking forward to hearing your work. I know what you do, sir. You can't just come in and sneak under the radar, sir. I know your work. So I definitely want to hear your voice at some point. Shout out Finn Bell. Shout out I Inspiration. Jorge, welcome. Jesse in the building. Poetastic, Mr. Tez. Listen, Spellbound in the building. All of y'all are absolutely amazing. Please stay tuned. We are going to jump into the cipher, but we are going to end the live stream like this. Until we meet again, may this energy we conjured this evening supercharge the rest of your week. Take this power. Inspire others. Energize creativity as we all hope to do through the spirit of Miguel Agarin. Your voice is appreciated, necessary, and always valuable in this space. Thank you for sharing it with us. Never forget, cowards get buried here, and we reclaim our strength through our fearlessness. On behalf of the greatest community in the world, it has truly been a pleasure spending Thursday night with y'all. Till next week, peace and blessings.